last of the ready to runs that I've got available in stock are arriving shortly. There'll be green ones. I've got 3 black ones left in stock if anybody wants a ready to run. There's still a handful of kits left as well. We've got FS and BSs, although the 3 BSs that have left following the Amaranth exhibition are now born. There will be more early December, just waiting on some extras to come in. The rub cars are still a way off. It's probably going to be Q3 next year, I think, at this stage. But format the same as the FS and BSs.
I've got a couple of new products out. I've been trying to develop steel sleepers in plastic for a long time now, and finally I've managed to print them in material that's what we think sustainable. They're self-gauging at the moment for Carl Garran rail, which is code 100. But he makes it in England, and it's close profile to the prototype for the Pico, but they can be re-gauged to accommodate Pico or microengineering. And the other kit I've just released is a station lamp kit. So prototyping is how the guys make lamp kit. So I've also come out with another version, excuse me, which is a double island platform kit. So I've just got to do the joiner for those. As far as the 20 class is going, this box is empty at the moment, but it will be filled by midway through December, and that's what you'll be getting with the kit. So it comes with its own storage box with everything in it. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. It'll be up on the website when it gets changed, so all those disappointed that it wasn't done 10 years ago, don't worry. That's about it from Leitrim. So what I'm basically going to do is just go through a little bit of history, and I've got a couple of videos at the end of this. I will, and what's impractical in ASCO, because let's face it, when you look at Chris's half relief over there and the one I've got over here, they're a fairly imposing structure, and if you wanted to model something like Hercule, which I've got a video of later, yeah, you're going to need a few acres to get this thing in place. One of those, and I'm sure one day someone's going to want to build one. It'd probably suit itself really well for O gauge. The next one is a ladder, a little bit over the top for O gauge, maybe just a little. It's a combination of all sorts of silos. There, concrete. You've got the bigger concrete bins with the elevator on top, the conveyor on top, and you've got the A. 4-wheel and buggy flat wagons, again, carrying bagged wheat or bagged grain. RU hoppers. I've got a little story about them later too. BWH hoppers, GXA, NGAX. The plans I have do have the drainage system in there, so it's just a matter of, yeah, you can work it out for yourself once you see the video I'm going to show a little later. So your bins fit right in the middle. Those, in this case, they're designed so that the bin sections actually fit in one place and one place only. There's an outloading platform at the front, 4 holes are there for that. The back has where they've got the weighbridge and the scale, so that they maximise the runoff of water. It also gives you an idea of how the corrugated iron's laid down, especially when you see the rusty bits, because they stand out more than normal. It gives you an idea of the different types of outloaders. You've got a simple one on the workhouse, and then you've got the complicated 400-tonne outloaders at the back.
This piece of work here, the shed, there's an old barn up at Kempsey.
I've brought along today some signals that I've made. A chassis, started a chassis for a 55 class and a 19 class. Have a look. I've just been trying some different ways of doing riveting using brass pins, so feel free to have a real good look. Got to be careful on this. Can you hold it? Yeah. You've just got to do that sort of stuff. The best stuff to use is 3D glasses you get when you go to the 3D theatre. You can get those online. They sell for about $10 for a pack of 10 or something. So there's heaps of those. That's the best stuff to use. And they do vary a little bit in the colour, but that doesn't matter. So what?
Okay, well this is my first time at an O-scale exhibition, convention, whatever, so you have to go easy on me today. just in my early observations, it demonstrates something that I've always thought, and that is, and I'm sure you think the same, that O-scale is still a modeller's scale, where the art of scratch building is alive and well, which is good, because one of the observations that I would make about HO these days is that modelling is disappearing, which we're going to feature the rest of the talk. This one's taken at roads,
It's got the old style smoke box.
and you can see that it's quite a large train, in that it has 35 on the front, ACX, EHO, which would have been shuttles off at Burren Junction, KP, which was going to Narrabri for post, EHO, LFX, BX, which would go to Inverell out of Moree, TAM, LFX, dropped off at Moree.
Safety license. Come in and do good, because they've got flat noses, that's why, you know.
Sure, that's
They copied the American.
mind you, in China, they're really lax.
Oh, well, that, yeah.
My favourite video out of China. My favourite video out of China was a video of a knockoff beer factory.
When, you know, you would think, I've been around long enough.
Try to pretend I've got no gut. Okay, all right, thank you. Now, I'm going to ask you if there's something you'd like to say. I mean, would you like to say a few words?
Only that I'm a little bit embarrassed in accepting an award for doing what I enjoy doing so much anyway, which is not only Seventh Heaven, of course, but we have all the other associated modelling activities that I've been able to participate in over the last 10 years or so as a member of this group. So it's greatly appreciated, and as I say, I'm embarrassed.
Long overdue.
Okay, up the back.
Is it close?
Is that better? So, I'm Clint. My introduction here is I wasn't really into O-scale, the louvers and all the door detail that go on the side there. So this part of the chassis being drawn up, this is what it looks like in what is referred to as
wire frame, so it basically just shows you the basic shape, just the outlines, and it's all see-through. You can see what's on the other side of each component and stuff. If you don't really know what you're looking at, it's really hard to work in wireframe, but it makes it really easy. If you use some of the tools down at the bottom,
Thousands, you know, but,
yeah, exactly.
All we could do is game on that.
Maybe years ago, and I thought, that looks good. I think it was originally a Woodville's model. So, anyways, we'll keep it on. Right, okay, so there's the building there, and the way I've done it is very much like the diorama I presented in the magazine. It was in HR. Magazine. Very useful in the hobby. Very useful for making that tiny little hole a little bit bigger or getting exactly the right size and so on. So nothing terribly new about brooches. We've seen them before. But there's a new kid on the block which some people have seen, but not everyone. And that's this one. It's a ridiculously expensive tool, $6, delivered to your door. I don't know of any local traders for these, but it's a classic eBay free. It's available from a number of different suppliers, so if you search on eBay. In parallel, if you can, to give forearms the same, and it's a reasonable speaker. It's not quite as good as the other one, but it's a reasonable speaker. Now, you can occasionally find a version of this online. Here's one. If you just go searching using your favourite search engine, then you will find speakers like it. It's just go searching for 40mm and 4 ohm. Features it has. In every way, it's the successor to the Lockdown 4. And it's essentially the same size. It's also a version in the L version. And those there are the extra functions. They were always in the decoder, we just couldn't get to them. But that allows that particular adapter now. We also know, and there's a chat I was having just before this, there's competitive suppliers now beginning to produce, I'll just put it away somewhere. Tell me the name again.
Decoder Buddy.
Decoder Buddy, which is another way of doing this to do precisely the same from another supplier. So that's the sort of thing I'm trying to create, that sort of atmosphere. That water tank and tower, that's been modelled now. The building behind has been modelled. A version of that loco has been modelled. None of that gantry overhead has been modelled. None of that intends to be modelled because that came later. So I don't. So just a brief. That's a glimpse of the 13 class, which I mentioned, which I wrote an article about. I know there's been discussion about building a 13. Obviously nobody bothers to read 710 because the issue before I actually wrote an article about building one, but anyway, it's there. So that's visiting, and it gives you some idea. And the reason it's called Murray Street is because that was the name of that signal box. And I'm just about run out of time, which is probably a good time to finish. Thank you.